guys, Ben from Outdoor Hiking Therapy, and this is a very sad day for me. The tiny house cabin that I made out of pallets that's behind me, I made that a couple of years ago now. I'm in the process of trying to sell it. So there's a person coming over today, hopefully, to have a look at it and see if they want it. I've got another 4 people on the list. So we are moving interstate and it's just too much hassle for me to try and take it with me. So I'm going to sell it off, unfortunately. I don't really want to, but it is what it is. I've got to do it. I'd rather someone else get some enjoyment out of it rather than try and dismantle it. So hopefully I can find a buyer for it. And if anyone hasn't seen the actual videos, it's been a while since I put them up, but I'll link the first one up in the top here. And there's a 6-part playlist on how I built it. So if you want to check that out, that'd be appreciated. But I'm going to have to do some clearing of a few shrubs and saplings to be able to get this thing out of here, because I actually built it in here. So it's going to be a little difficult to get it out, I think, but I have to put some skids on the bottom of it as well, so we can hopefully pull it onto a tilt tray slash truck, a tow truck kind of thing, to be able to get it out of here. Well, I'm going to have to break out the chainsaw and trim some of these shrubs and cut some of these saplings out behind me and try and make a way or a path to be able to get a truck into it. Wish me luck. Well, this is the path into it, so just going to take out a couple of these little saplings here, clean it up so I can actually get a truck right up to it, and probably some of these overhead branches, trim some of those off so when we pull it out it doesn't damage the roof of the cabin. But shouldn't be too difficult, hopefully. She's good to go. Well, that was a lot easier than what it looked. Just a few small saplings and some scrub to move, and that was it. No major trees to cut down to get access in there, so it went a lot better than what I thought it would, which is unusual for me. Well, now she's ready for the first person to inspect it, and we'll see if they buy. I'll keep you updated. Well, that seemed to go reasonably well, I guess. The first person's had a look at it, and they're very interested in buying it, depending on what it's going to cost to freight it to their house. So they'll get back to me in a few hours apparently, so we'll see. Otherwise, I'll be on to number 2 on the list. Now I've got to try and put some skids under it so that it's going to be easier to maneuver onto the truck. So, see if I can figure out how to get these on. Gotta get them up under here somehow. I'll figure out a way. Well, there is some of the timber that I'm going to use for the skids underneath, especially those ones underneath there. These ones are going to be the base for those 4x4s over there to actually hold onto. So I'm going to have to put these ones on first, across this way, to give the skids something to be able to screw into down that way, full length of the cabin. So I'll put one side, one the other side, and maybe one in the middle. We'll see if I've got enough timber. So before anyone asks, yes, I'm in my beautiful non-safety boots, as per usual. This is just how I roll, it's just how I am. I don't like wearing boots at home, so the old flip-flops, jandals, thongs, pluggers, whatever you want to call them, depending on which country you're from. In Australia here we call them thongs, but I know in other countries different terminology. But anyone that's watched any of my videos up until now knows that I am safe. Well, I think I'm safe enough, but yeah. If a workplace health and safety officer walked on the site, they would be appalled. Anyway, that's enough rambling. I'm going to get to it and hopefully get these skids on. Alright, just putting this timber across here. Only a heap more to go. Well, I'm slowly getting a few up. It's not exactly the nicest job being flat on your back under here, screwing up rails, but it's got to be done. Otherwise, it's not going to be able to be dragged out of here. So put that rail up all the way across. And now I've put half of this one across. I'm hoping that these half boards will do. I don't have enough long enough boards to actually go the full width across in one go, which is what I would like to do, but I just don't have those length boards. So hopefully it'll be strong enough. Well, it's starting to come together. I'm going to put a few more boards across this way, just to sort of strengthen up a bit, because I really don't want it to be pulled to pieces when I try and get it onto a truck. So the more timber I can get under here and strengthen up, the better. I know for next time I'll definitely either build it on a trailer or build it on skids to start with. Be a lot easier than trying to do this. First guy has had a look and passed on the sale. A little bit expensive for him to cart it the distance that he wanted to cart it, but that's fair enough. We've got another guy possibly coming this afternoon, so the next on the list. So hopefully they take it. If not, on to the third and fourth until it's sold. Well, I'm up to the second half of the cabin. I've got the big rails in so far on this second half. Well, I've got it on one half of the second half, so I've still got to do this side around here where I am now, and then put in the long boards that I've got there like I did on the other end. And then after all that, I'll hopefully get the skids on. Might have to wait till tomorrow. The weather's been absolutely terrible today. Luckily I'm under the house, so I'm not getting too wet, but it's taking me longer than I thought it would to get these on. But I'll keep plugging away in it and get it done. Well, the second guy has passed on it. Apparently he's a bit worried about it not being able to get it on the truck, falling to bits or something as it got dragged on the truck. Obviously doesn't have too much faith in my building skills. But yeah, I think after I've done all the modifications to the bottom and put the skids on, I think it'll be good enough to get on a truck. But it does remain to be seen. So we'll see how we go. I've contacted the third guy and see what he reckons when he comes and has a look at it. I've finished the second end. Now just got to put the skids along this way on both sides, and hopefully she should be good to go. Well, that's about going to wrap up this video for the time being. I'll get on to the rest of it, put the skids under it and that tomorrow hopefully, and hopefully get a sale for it. You never know. So the next video in this series shouldn't be too long before it goes up as well. So hit the notification bell and the subscribe button, and drop me a comment, and if you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll see you on the next one.